What's up guys, it's Pick'em with HuddleGG, and today we're going to talk about one of the best ways to generate pressure in all of college football 25, and it's from a formation not a ton of people are talking about. So that being said, let's dive right into it.
All right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready? Ready.
The formation we're going to be in for today's video is 3-3-5 stack, and the setup we talk about is part of my new 3-3-5 defensive game plan that's dropping over at HuddleGG today. So if you do like the content in today's video, make sure to head on over and check out the rest of this defensive game plan. Now before we come out in the formation, we do want to make sure we have the right package selected. So to change the package before you pick the formation, if you move your right stick left or right, you're going to be able to switch that package, and we do want to have slot cornerback on. Okay, from there we do want to go to our coaching adjustments, and we want to turn auto flip off. Now if you look at the personnel here on the field, where that number 11 star is, that's where you want to put your best pass rusher to make this the most effective it can be. Now the play that we're going to come out in is going to be Hot Blitz 3. And we want to flip the play and run it flipped. Okay, now this is what the base play art looks like. The first setup we're going to do is we're going to pinch our entire defense, and to do that you want to push RB or R1 on PlayStation and down on the left stick. Now this is going to create that 3-3-5 penny look, or if you guys are Madden players, that 3-3 cub or 3-3-5 wide. It's had a lot of names recently, but it's a very effective defense, and we're going to be able to generate this look out of the 3-3-5 stack. Now the unique thing about this play though is if we look at the pass rush angles, especially on those two outside guys to both sides, we're going to get this crisscross action, and it's going to be very effective in generating a nice pass rush. Okay, from here, you can see obviously we have these two yellows on the field. We do want to get them off the field for this base setup. We want to put those guys in purple zones. I personally like curl flats, so I'll just adjust both of these slot defenders to curl flats, and it's going to look like this. Now, we do need the slot cornerback package for that. That's why we had to switch the package. If you do not switch to the slot cornerback package, you don't get those specific adjustments. And then lastly, we do want to put our user on a QB spy. Okay, now the reason I do that is because we want to be able to switch stick if they are passing the ball, right? So if you are on a blitz angle, you're not able to switch stick, but if you are on a QB spy, you are able to switch off of this player. So that's the reason why we want to do that. Now, I personally do like to bring my guy up and stand him right behind this defensive tackle. You don't have to do this to get the pressure to work. I just think it makes it a little bit more effective. Now, what we're going to look for, again, are these outside guys, specifically this guy on the left. He is going to do a great job at attacking the left guard and really generating a nice pressure without having to do anything crazy or send a bunch of extra guys or really overload one side of the field. So we're going to bring our defensive tackle up here. We're going to stand right behind this guy. We're going to say hike, and what you're going to see is we're able to really dominate that left guard and get right in there on the quarterback. We're obviously just responsible for the middle of the field there with our user. So if we look at the replay here real quick, what you're going to see is how this left of screen outside linebacker attacks. Okay, now we have a good pass rusher here. You can actually get this animation with lesser guys, but obviously we're trying to isolate him on the guard. So the better pass rusher you can put there, the better this is going to work. But you can see how he just gets this boost right when he makes contact, and he completely runs him back into the quarterback's lap. And a lot of times you're going to get a really quick disengage or a shed, and you're going to be able to get that quarterback down really quickly. Okay, so let's run it one more time. We are going to run this flipped, right? And what we want to do is we want to pinch our entire defense. We want to put the two yellows on curl flats, and then we're going to QB spy our user and stack him right over this defensive tackle here. And then again, we are looking for that left of screen star player to really push the left guard back into the quarterback's lap, causing that pressure and causing that pocket to collapse, right? So again, if we say hike here, you're going to see he's going to get this animation. That time he did a little loop around. You will get some chaotic pressure sending this, just depending on the animation he gets when he makes contact with that guard. But you can see there we had another quick pressure into the backfield. And if we run it one more time, I'll just set it up real quickly for you. Again, it's not that difficult of a setup once you do it time and time again. I know we took a little bit of time to discuss it at the beginning of this video, but it is something that once you get the hang of it, it's just a few adjustments and you can definitely do that in game. So here again, we are going to set it up. We're going to be ready, and then you're going to see he's going to completely attack that left guard, and he's going to be able to get into that backfield right away. And on that rep, you actually were able to see how we can isolate the defensive tackle as well. So if you have a good defensive tackle, a lot of times you're going to get a nice shed up the middle. So you're getting the left guard and the center being beat by our D tackle and that outside linebacker. You can see there we were able to get two guys to the quarterback. And this is something that, again, is getting there pretty quickly, right? They're just now breaking on their out route to the right side of the screen, and we're already getting ready to make contact with that quarterback. Again, very, very frustrating for your opponent because we're not sending 6, we're not overloading one side, we're really just sending a stock 5-man pressure, but it's going to be very, very effective. Now, like I said, we're sending that 5-man pressure, but you do have the ability to send 4 if you want, and you can still get this to be pretty effective. I personally like to send 5 better, but if we do want to send 4, what we want to do, come out in the play the same exact way as we did. We're going to pinch the entire defense again. We're going to put those yellows on curl flats, right? So it's going to look like this, but now we can actually drop the right of screen linebacker into a vert hook if you want. Okay, so if you only want to rush 4, you can do this. I personally, again, like sending the 5, but if you only want to send the 4, you can do this. You want to stand right here above the D tackle. Sometimes he does glitch out in practice mode here where he takes a step back. And if you just wait a couple of seconds, he will go down just like that. Again, in game, I haven't noticed that at all, but in practice mode, you will see that sometimes. We're going to stand right here, but we're still going to be able to generate that pressure to the left side of the screen. So again, when they say hike, we're going to say or see that we're able to really push that left guard back. That time he was able to hold up the block, but our defensive tackle, like I talked about, we're able to get him one-on-one as well. And that's going to really generate a nice pass rush. You can see the one guy that we don't really care about rushing here is this right of screen defensive end, and he's going to take a double team. So we're going to get 3 one-on-ones to the left side of the screen here to generate that nice pocket push. And we have, again, in this play, in this specific setup, we have 7 people dropping back into coverage. So you can see as we're getting pressure there on the quarterback, there is nothing open at this point. The only option they really have would be to check it down. Now, one more time running that 4-man pressure just to show you the consistency. Again, everything we show you guys here at Huddle, we do want to make sure that you guys understand it is very consistent. Again, anything we put out, we do put the time and effort to make sure of that. So what we want to do is we do want to pinch our entire defense. We are going to put the yellow zones on curl flats. And then if you want to drop the right of screen outside linebacker, you can drop him into a vert hook. We're going to put our user on a spy, and we're going to bring him right here above the defensive tackle. Okay, so again, when they say hike here, you're going to see that you're able to generate that pass rush there to the left side. Again, it may come from the outside linebacker, it may come from the defensive end, it may come from the defensive tackle, but either way, you're really going to push that left side of the pocket back into the quarterback's lap and really frustrate them and try to get them on that timer, and that's when you're going to start forcing those turnovers throughout the game.
And if you're interested in getting better at Madden, make sure to join our free Discord by going to HuddleGG/Discord. Have a great day.